Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5,
It is a week before the playoffs of the 2024 Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League season. We are live from the Olivares College Gym in Paranaque City. The Marikina Shoemasters will be facing Dennis Santos in the Valenzuela Classic, as both of these teams try to wrap up their seasons on a high note. This is the second to the last game of the Shoemasters, while Valenzuela will be playing their last game of the season here in this matchup. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to everybody watching on MPTV Channel 98 on Signal, Satellite Channel 53 on the Pilipinas Live app, as well as on our Facebook and YouTube channels. This is Javi Palanya, joined by Coach Mike Perez. Coach Mike, Valenzuela suffered a heartbreaker of a loss in their last game on their home floor against Iloilo. What went wrong for them in that game?
Well, it really was, them maybe not being composed enough, especially in the latter part of the game. It was close all throughout, but ang dami na expectations para dito sa Valenzuela. Napakalaking what if nito. What if they made the playoffs? What if they were able to go up against the other big teams? Ang daming dumating na mga talents during the window, and, sadly, they're not gonna make it through on the next round.
But still, this is a big improvement from their 3-win season last year. I'm sure Congressman Eric Martinez is very happy with the performance despite missing the playoffs, and I'm sure they're looking forward to next season and to enter the postseason in the following year. Let's take a look at the team standings, to take a look at what's happening sa ating Northern Division. Marikina at number 13, obviously already out of playoff contention. So is Valenzuela. But Coach, talk to us about this race for the number 8 spot in the North between Rizal and Quezon City.
Yeah, dalawang teams na lang naglalaban para sa number 8 dito, Rizal and Quezon City. Situation is if Rizal wins their last game against Marikina, it's automatic. It's going to be Rizal at number 8. However, if Rizal loses to Marikina, coupled by a win of Quezon over that of Bicol, then it pushes QC into number 8 and boots out Rizal.
Quite a complicated situation if you think about it, but pretty simple. It really just matters who wins and who loses in that race for the 8th spot sa mga last game ng Rizal and Quezon City. Let's talk about the previous game of the Marikina Shoemasters. They have been on a 5-game slide. The last loss coming from the Quezon Huskers. This was a game that they were actually close with the Quezon Huskers. In the first quarter, they were tied up, and going into the third period, they were actually in the lead, which they extended to 8 midway through that third period. Pero the Quezon Huskers used a strong fourth quarter to be able to get this 12-point victory against Marikina.
At saka yung mga mintis na free throws, boxing out, failure to box out long rebounds, getting back in transition defense, yun really ang nag-contribute sa pagkakatalo na yan against the Quezon. The 7 missed free throws, the 12 missed box out coverage, and the 6 fast break opportunities that they allowed Quezon in that game really led up to that loss.
But still, gallant stand for Marikina against the very loaded Quezon Huskers squad. Let's talk about the last game of the Valenzuela Classic. Yun na nga, the heartbreaker of a loss that they had against the Iloilo United Royals on their home floor, in front of their home crowd, in front of a packed house inside the Valenzuela Classic gym. And para sa Classic, that was a game that they actually had supposed to win if they wanted to enter the playoffs.
Oh, yung 24-16 na final quarter, and Mark Nonoy giving Iloilo that 3-point lead with 45 seconds left. They still had a chance to get that, but they really just failed. Similar to how Marikina's lost, this was to Valenzuela's challenge on rebounds and offensive efforts. -6 on offensive rebounds, second chance points. You got to work on the boards if you want to win games.
Discrediting the efforts of guys like Riv Ugsang, Mark Montuano, and Dennis Santos in that game. Coach Aldrin Morante, Congressman Eric Martinez, and the rest of Valenzuela Classic looking to wrap up their season with a victory here in this game against Marikina. Let's go to Miguel Perez.
Inside the Olivares College Gym, it's Marikina Shoemasters versus Valenzuela Classic for our second game. This is the 2024 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6 presented by Extreme. Here are the starters, beginning with the Marikina Shoemasters. Starting at guard number 0, Jetro Escoto. Also at guard number 20, Jomel Landayan. Center number 17, Gama Evangelista. Forward number 22, R.R. Casajeros. Then the other forward number 15, Medu Codinera. Their head coach is Raisal Castro. Assistant coaches, John Paul Basilan, Monroe Quesson, Fernando Bunag, and JC Lim. Team managers are Leo Correa and Dr. Riaji Pioquinto. Now, the starting 5 for Valenzuela Classic Dynacast. Starting at forward number 13, Gian Rivera. Also at forward number 8, Alan Martin. Center number 21, Reeve Ugsang. 2 guard number 88, Brian Lakap. And at 1 guard number 1, Haley Ajero. The Valenzuela Classic Dynacast is led by the team owner known as the Coach Congressman, Valenzuela City 2nd District, Honorable Congressman Eric Martinez. Assistant coaches Aldrin Morante, Jolly Alor, and J.R. Villanueva. Team consultant is Mr. Cool Jerry Esplana.
Our starting 5 of this game brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Jetro Escoto, Jomel Landayan, Gama Evangelista, R.R. Casajeros, and Manu Codinera para sa Marikina Shoemasters. On the other side, it's Haley Ajero, Carl Lakap, Rivog Sang, Alan Martin, and Gian Rivera para sa Valenzuela Classic. Second game of our Saturday triple header here at the Olivares College Gym in Parañaque City. Javi Palanya joined by Coach Mike Perez and Miss Sydney Crespo at courtside. Valenzuela trying to wrap up their season with a victory here today after a tough, heartbreaking loss to the Iloilo United Royals on their home floor last week, while Marikina also looking to end their season on a winning streak because this is their second to the last game of the season. They still have a date to settle with the Rizal Golden Coolers on Tuesday. Codinera opening up the game with a 3-point shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Javi, na ang dami rin naging changes para dito sa Marikina Shoemasters. But the thing that you like about it, if you're Coach Rizal, is, the young guns have actually risen to the occasion. Estacio, Pili, Escoto, Landayan, these guys were really supposed to lead the team, but right now they're playing that role to the hilt.
Rivera answering back with a 3-point shot, so both squads opening up the game with outside shots. No Eric Pili in this game for Marikina. Not on the bench para sa laro na to. That's going to be a tough hole to fill para sa Marikina. After all, Pili has been their leading scorer this season. Ugsang grabs the offensive rebound and puts it back in.
Yeah, and speaking of new talents coming in the window para dito sa Valenzuela, that man right there, Ribong Chang, is one of those guys na you were really hoping to see past the regular season. You know, he could have battled it out against the other bigs of the other teams in Pampanga. You know, just a really good guy that can keep up with the other bigs of the other teams.
Ugsang actually started the season with the Abra Weavers, but then transferred during the trade and free agency window midway through this season. That 10 points against Iloilo, perhaps his best game of the season.
Yeah.
Ugsang gets back-to-back baskets.
And so far, itong dalawang last games, including this quarter, has been really good for Ribong Sang. And I feel there's more to his game that has not been shored up yet. And I do expect him to be working on those skill set and to be able to, you know, perform even better next season.
I truly believe so. Former FEU standout and Southwestern University alumnus, ito si Ribong Sang. It's really been a question of his health and his availability throughout the years that has prevented him from showing his full potential.
Tsaka now he takes good care of his body, see how fit he is, and that's going to be contributing to his longevity in the game. Much as we talked about, you know, the Marquis, the Marvin Hayes, Ribong Sang eventually, as the years go, would be part of that list of longevity.
Zone being played here on defense by Marikina. Haley Ajero back to lockup. That pass interrupted by Jetro Escoto.
And you like that Marikina is actually challenging the outside shot of Valenzuela, because they're not so good when it comes to three-point attempts. They're number 21, ranked 21 in terms of that department, coming up only with 7 makes out of 25 attempts per game.
Carl Lacap was one of the missing pieces in terms of point production para sa Valenzuela in their last game. Only had 7 points against Iloilo. That shot heavily bothered by Ribong Sang. Ajero makes a pass to the corner. Martin, pass a little bit too low para kay Ugsang. Codinera nagdadala dito para sa Marikina. Casajeros failed to recover. Lock up forward to Haley Ajero. Ajero could have hit from the outside. Landayan clears it para sa Marikina.
It's actually the young guns right now of Valenzuela joining hands with Ribong Sang as Escoto knocks down the 3 straight on.
Confident looking shot there by Jetro Escoto. Also no Coach Raisel Castro on the sidelines for Marikina in today's game. That's Coach Monroe Quezon calling the shots this evening for the Shoemasters. Ajero, baseline drive. Tried to locate Gian Rivera on the opposite corner.
Ganda ng activity ng Marikina defensively. You know, closing out on those passing lanes, including that baseline drift pass.
His 3-point shot of the game brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's Jetro Escoto nailing points 3, 4, and 5 of this game.
And that man right there is also one guy you would have loved to see pass the playoffs this season. Speaking, of course, of Paolo Habalde, there were a lot of expectations for him to lead this team, especially as he came mid-season.
It was a pity that he wasn't able to play in their last game against Iloilo. His services were sorely missed. Hubalde, just as he checked in, didn't notice that the shot clock was already winding down. That's a violation against the Classic. 11-9 is the score. Marikina up by 2.
Tsaka dun sa game na yun, just his mere presence and his reads and situations would have helped out a lot the Valenzuela cause.
Landayan from downtown knocks it down.
Landayan really has, you know, come up of performance this season. You know, out of the shadows of an Eloy Tan, and now he's part of the key rotation.
Marikina has not yet missed from the outside in this game. They're 4 out of 4. They had 8 makes in the game against Quezon. Escoto with his right hand gets the bounce.
And so far the ploy of playing zone and missed shots and running the other way, it's been the king that's making them work here for Marikina.
This fast break of the game brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the match. Blistering start here for Marikina, led by that man, Jetro Escoto, who now has 7 of the 16 points of the Shoemasters here in the first quarter, halfway through the opening frame. Daryl Manligues and Dennis Santos have also come on here para sa Valenzuela, as well as Mark Montuano. Montuano with the left hand, that's short, off the glass. Rebound taken by RR Casajeros.
And now back the regular starters para dito sa Valenzuela. Strong 5 on the floor.
Marikina has not yet missed from three-point country in this game, while Valenzuela has gone 1 out of 5. Wild shot there by Jomel Landayan from the left side. Ball is loose. It ends up with RR Casajeros. Escoto will organize. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Landayan, that's the first miss of Marikina from downtown in this game. Ubalde will organize para dito sa Valenzuela. Zone being played still by Marikina. Manligues, one dribble pull-up. No good. Escoto with the board. Escoto from downtown. Feeling very confident here in the first quarter to si Jetro Escoto.
Yeah, and right now, Marikina really trying to exploit the inefficiencies from the field because of that zone defense, which allows them to get those long rebounds and run the other way. And so, Valenzuela's got to start converting here, and so that it doesn't make it easier for Marikina to score points on open floor.
Mel Mabigat will come in para sa Marikina. Casajeros will take a seat on the bench. Valenzuela trying to navigate through this zone. Santos couldn't break it, but he gets his own miss. Santos leaves it for Ugsang. Blocked there by Evangelista. Mabigat fouled by Dennis Santos on the pass.
Well-timed block by Evangelista. Timed it perfectly against the rising Reeve Ugsang. Look at that. Leaving it for Reeve, but then again, the challenge was met upstairs.
Spectacular challenge there by Gama Evangelista. Landayan trying to lose Manligues. Manligues still on him. Landayan almost made the shot. Abigat gets the loose ball on the steal. Misses the shot. Evangelista once again hustles, this time offensively para sa Marikina.
On those last 3 activities, you've all seen that name of Gama Evangelista. Getting that block, getting that deflection, and getting that basket.
He shared scoring honors with Eric Pili in that game against Quezon. 15 points para sa kanya. Ubalde attacks middle. Out to Santos. Free for 3. Short.
And run the other way.
No numbers for Marikina. A lot of guys waiting back. Transition defense right there para sa Valenzuela. Udjan to the corner. Evangelista will try his luck from the outside. No. Escoto blocked from behind. Unfortunately, Manligues will be called for the personal.
And what Valenzuela has done so far is to try to move that ball around, but eventually that ball still ends up in the perimeter. And so long as they don't make those shots, it still is going to be run the other way for Marikina.
Silas Abale comes in para sa Marikina. Let's go to Miss Cindy Crespo at courtside.
Losing the last 5 games is not the ideal way to close the season for Marikina. And as you've mentioned, Javi and Coach Mike, syempre mas gugustuhin nilang tapusin ang season back on the winning column. At ang pinakagustong manalo ngayon ay walang iba kung hindi si Mel Mabigat, who played 4 seasons with Valenzuela until 2023. Pabiro niya sinabi kanina na gustong-gusto kong talunin ngayon ang dati kong team kahit na close pa rin niya ang ilan sa kanila tulad ng coaches at si Paulo Ubalde. Hindi daw muna sila magkaibigan ngayon. He told his Marikina teammates in the dugout that they have to be the faster team in this game and continue putting 110% effort. Have you, Coach Mike?
Thank you so much, Sid. Well, so far they have done just that in this game. They have taken advantage of their speed against this Valenzuela Classic squad who has struggled to score against this zone and has struggled to keep in step with the transition attacks of Marikina.
Yeah, and in the absence of any pure shooter on the side of Valenzuela, this trend is going to continue throughout the half. And also until Dennis Santos starts knocking down those shots from there, it's going to be a long transition defense coverage for Valenzuela.
Mabigat called for a walk. 2 minutes and change remaining here in the first quarter. Marikina still up by double digits. Ubalde goes to the corner. Martin, specialty of the house, way short. Udjan sees Zabale, who spots for three. Wala. Marikina has missed their last three-point shots after going perfect to start the game.
At saka nagpapahirap para sa Valenzuela. Pagka nagtakbuhan na itong Marikina, madalas nahuhuli yung mga bigs ng Valenzuela. Kaya you leave guys like Udjan out there to patrol and control the boards.
Pumasok na dito si Tito Marlon Basco para sa Marikina.
At si Kuya Estacio.
Zabale will attack Montuano. Manliguez comes over to help. He couldn't kiss it off the glass. Manliguez the other way. Counter-attack. Dennis Santos. Sidestep beauty for the Valenzuela forward.
That's how you counter-attack that. In as much as your inefficiencies on the makes are being challenged, ganun din dapat sa kabila. Pag nagminti sila, takbuhan nyo rin sa kabila. Speaking of Valenzuela. There you go.
Valenzuela completes the steal. Manliguez. Inside hand scoop. Wala. Ubalde. Offensive rebound. Couldn't put it back in.
Gotta get back on defense.
Udjan. Cross jab. Udjan couldn't finish the basket. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Ubalde says, let's slow things down. Dennis Santos back to Paulo. The Aquaman to the other side they go.
Take.
Martin does it settle. Fake, tries to lean inside. Udjan blocks it from behind. Escoto couldn't get to the basketball. It will stay with the Shoemasters. Still a lot of time on their shot clock. 20 seconds to be exact.
Well, the pace that this game has been played is really favoring more of Marikina.
There you see clearly last touch against Valenzuela on that last sequence.
Did he just do a Shaquille O'Neal on that dive, right?
Estacio couldn't hit from the outside. So this second unit of Marikina has not done a terrific job scoring that basketball from downtown. Ubalde wants a pick from Montuano, gets it. The slip by Mark. Valenzuela moves the ball around. Montuano lost it, got it back. That's a shot clock violation para sa Valenzuela.
And Mel Mabigat really just happy with the defensive effort para dito sa Shoemasters. They take away yung mga tira sa labas. Pag nag-dribble penetrate, nakakollapse din sila. And so they get deflections and touches. Not easy at all to score even in the inside with that zone set up.
9.5 seconds. 9 rin ang lamang dito ng Marikina. Estacio will try to set the Shoemasters' last play of the quarter. Estacio, one-on-one against Manliguez. Floats in the air. That one short para kay Aaron Estacio. And that's going to do it for our first 10 minutes of action.
Well, that's pretty much how the game's been played. You know, fast-paced, back and forth, boils down to efficiencies on field goal makes. If you miss, they'll make you pay. But so far, the battle's being won by Marikina.
Marikina really starting hot from the outside, also scoring on the fast break. Jetro Escoto leading that hot beginning para dito sa Marikina, scoring 9 of the 20 points of the Shoemasters. Score is 22-11 at the end of one. This score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Check out our fan of the game, brought to you by Jinky Skin. Let's say hi to the camera. You are on TV. Beautiful face inside the Olivares College Gym. Here in Parañaque City, neutral grounds for our Saturday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Javi Palanya joined by Coach Mike Perez and Miss Sydney Crespo. Our first quarter field goal story, Coach. 7 out of 22 for Marikina, while Valenzuela only shooting 5 out of 19.
Well, not really, optimal shooting from both teams, but really just more conversions para dito sa Marikina, let alone the +2 on free throw makes.
As well as a +3 in terms of three-point shots. Bigat able to score inside for the Shoemasters. Bigat, Sydney reported, spent some seasons with Valenzuela, and that's why there is no one from the Shoemasters who wants to win this game more than Melma Bigat.
Oh, wow, and the struggle continues for your primary shooter from the outside, Dennis Santos.
Lakap trying to change that. Knocks down the second three of the game for the Classic.
Well, Lakap is one of those shooters that they really need to depend on to make those shots. 51% field goal shooter, 37% from threes.
Lakap averages only 5.8 points per game this season, but there was a stretch of games wherein he averaged double digits para dito sa Valenzuela Classic. That's a turnover that will not help the cause of Valenzuela.
Miscom yun nangyari na yun sa side ni Dilingues at saka ni Lakap. This time around, Lakap with a catch and shoot. Right side of the floor.
Such a smooth lefty stroke coming from Carl Brian Lakap. Basco finds Mabigat. Mel onto Estacio. Aaron rejects the screen. Estacio, one-hander, gets it to go, plus the foul.
Well, right now, Marikina has turned into that 3-man, 2-man setup. You either play the 3-man side or the 2-man side. So far, that 2-man side has been working. Little action right here and good float finish.
What do you call this particular set, Coach?
That's part of concept-based, where you split the court in the 3 side and the 2 side. On the 3 side, you could have different actions, side weave, post splits or what have you. And on the 2 side, mostly it's screens and the open post attacks. Meaning walang tao doon sa poste, pwedeng mag-drive kahit na yung wing and corner mo.
Estacio scoring his first points of the game. Courtesy of that and one opportunity. Marikina extending their lead back up to double digits, 25-14. Lakap overshoots that 3-point shot that goes over the backboard.
Ang nagpapaganda dito sa depensa ng Marikina, Javi, is yung galaw ng paa, no? Talagang they just keep on moving, following where the ball is, tracing it.
Well, that's been a good thing for Marikina over the years. The discipline, despite them being one of the youngest teams in the league.
Yeah.
The program, of course, established by Coach Elvis Tolentino, which Coach Raisel Castro has continued on this season. Lakap scoring from the outside. That's going to help Valenzuela.
Oo. Tsaka malaking bagay yun na tinira niya yun. He had no defender on him. You're got a good 3-point shooter. Don't force it inside and get like a little rhythm so that it makes that defense work even better.
Jomel Landayan, a firecracker for Marikina. Gets fouled on the jumper. What do I tell you? This guy just really brings a lot of energy for Marikina, whether it be off the bench or starting the game. Jomel Landayan just really brings just that for the Shoemasters. We take a look at this 3-point shot of the game, brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's Carl Lakap knocking down a shot from the outside para dito sa Valenzuela.
And what a luxury to have Paulo Hubalde bringing the ball down the floor, and if you're a shooter, really just going to your spots and waiting for that moment that you catch it and then for you to shoot it.
There's a challenge by Coach Aldrin Morante and Valenzuela. We'll take a short break.
Upon review, the challenge was successful.
Successful challenge for Coach Aldrin Morante in the Valenzuela Classic. So no foul will be called right here against si Dennis Santos. Ayun, no?
Yeah.
May sipa nga. Tama ka,
May sipa eh. He was trying to sell it. And eventually, yung kaninang tira niya, ganun din. Eventually, that's gonna impact how the referees are gonna call it. And if they don't, it's gonna be a run the other way to any of your opponents, in this case, Valenzuela.
Marikina keeps it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Estacio blocked by Lakap.
Yan ang kailangan mo sa isang offensive player na may depensa rin, no? And all the more reason for you to keep him on the floor.
Take a look at that again. Access denied. Manliguez chases the rock. Ubalde tells him to slow it down. Santos was streaking to the left side. Finally, a basket from the outside coming from Dennis Santos.
Now, those are 3 quick shots from the outside. That should open up that defense right now. Consistency will now be the part of the game, shooting outside para dito sa Valenzuela.
First make in 5 attempts from downtown galing kay Dennis Santos. Evangelista. Santos also gets the steal here, but he lifts that basketball. That is a dribbling violation against Dennis Santos. No, it's a foul.
It's a foul.
Oh, I thought I saw him palm that rock.
It sure looked from our vantage point too.
Of course, our referees do have the better vision on that play. That was referee J.R. Francisco calling that foul against Marikina. 35-20. Almost 4 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Ugsang out to Ubalde. Goes inside, couple of dribbles. Finger rolls it for 2.
That's the challenge against that 3-2 zone. If Paulo Ubalde would be able to get past that first line of defense, then you're in trouble.
And now just a 3-point lead for Marikina after this make by the Aquaman. Paulo Ubalde, his first basket of the game. One guy they certainly missed in that game against Iloilo. A lot of what-ifs for Valenzuela, but they look forward to making this a victory against Marikina. Second quarter pa lang, 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go still.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Too many tough contenders and too many unexpected injuries, yan ang naging storya ng Valenzuela this season. Pero kung i-compare nga naman daw natin ito sa dating Valenzuela, sabi ni Assistant Coach Aldrin Morante, ay malaki na rin ang naayos nila sa Val City. From being a bottom dweller with 3 wins to 13 victories this season, proud sila Coach Aldrin dyan. He emphasized na na-improve na Valenzuela yung quality ng kanilang laro. Mas competitive at madalas close games naman. Now on their last regular game this 2024, marami pa raw plano at gagawin ang Val City management in hopes to reach the MPBL playoffs very soon. Happy Coach Mike?
Maraming salamat, Sid, and I'm sure the Valenzuelanos are very much excited and looking forward to those plans that are waiting to be executed by Congressman Eric Martinez and company for this Valenzuela Classic squad moving forward. This guy, Dennis Santos, has certainly helped a lot in improving this season para sa kanilang kupunan.
And without a doubt, I mean, Coach Aldrin, you know, a coach in himself, having to be part of this coaching staff, really understood how much progress Valenzuela has done this season. Only what if is kung paano kung pumasok sila.
Manliguez streaking to the cup there, but Ubalde was there. Good thing as he got the 2 points there para sa Classic. Only down by 1.
Yung kombinasyon na lang ng gwardiya ng Arminian tsaka Manliguez, ang laki na nun eh, no?
Tapos dinagdag mo pa si Paulo Ubalde.
Right.
Landayan gives it up. Escoto spins away from the defense. Right hand hook shot, wala. Gets his own miss. Escoto goes out to Casajeros. RR couldn't get it to fall down. Ojan was fouled. I think that was before the shot.
And posible isa sa mga bagay na titingnan nila next season would be yung mga shooters. You know, floor spacers is what they need, especially for teams that would play them zone just like Marikina is doing right now.
Casajeros could not capitalize on the opportunity. Manliguez touch pass to Santos. What a play for Valenzuela.
And so far, you like that Santos has been playing the length of the floor, not just, you know, staying around and the back and getting himself involved sa fast break.
Valenzuela now in the driver's seat, 26 to
Right.
25. Escoto trying to get the advantage back to theirs as he makes that basket on the left side, his strong side. Jetro Escoto now in double figures with 11.
Yeah, madalas sinasabi natin teams feed off on the defense. Pero dito sa Valenzuela, in this case, they fed off their offense.
Ugsang wasn't ready for the pass. Landayan pushing. Leaves it for Escoto. The hot hand in this game for Marikina, and he continues to stay hot.
And that's just KYT, knowing your teammate, you know. Streak shooter coming from the back as a trail. Then Diane's got to give it up for that three.
5 out of 7 in this game para kay Jetro Escoto, including 2 out of 3 from downtown.
Yan yung mga situations na post up that some coaches would like to take otherwise.
This play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki. There you see that touch pass by Daryl Manliguez as he was falling out of bounds, locating Dennis Santos for that fast break score. Santos once again, push shot, no good. Casajeros and Ugsang contending for that rebound. That's going to go against Rivo Ugsang.
Good job by Casajeros battling it out against the bigger and the heftier Rivo Ugsang to get that defensive rock.
3 minutes and 17 seconds to go here in the first half. Navi Palanya joined by Coach Mike Perez and Ms. Sydney Crespo at courtside. Score is 30 to 26. Casajeros lost it. That goes out of bounds. Valenzuela will get another crack at trimming this deficit.
Well, one thing that Marikina's going to need also is they're going to need more production coming off the bench. Right now, they only have 5 bench points compared to that of 11 para dito sa Valenzuela. And so if you want to sustain this, kailangan may tulong galing sa bench.
Ubalde on the left side, falls down. Ball sails out of bounds. It will stay with the classic 12 segundo sa shot clock nitong Valenzuela. Coach Monroe question, I believe, will challenge. Oh, Coach Rachel Castro is
here.
now on the bench of Marikina. There you see Coach Rysel, kakarating lang sa ating venue. We'll take a short break. Malalaman natin ang verdict ng ating game officials on this challenge when we get back.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Rysel and the Marikina Shoemasters. Let's take a look at what happened. Ubalde with a drive there. Jan with the steal attempt. Ubalde falls down, but clearly last touch was on Adsar Jan. Quick review by our referees on that challenge. Manliguez outside to Ubalde. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Daryl blocked there by Aaron Estacio.
Well timed too. Layo rin ang binahe niya.
Saka minsan ang hirap rin i-challenge ng jump shot ni Daryl Manliguez kasi ang taas ng talon eh.
Oo, tsaka yung bitaw sa apex ng jump eh, no?
Lucky break for Marikina. Landayan, set shot for 3. No good. Ubalde now pushing. 4-on-2.
Oh, wow.
That rolls off the foot, I believe, of Estacio. But Estacio is saying tumama rin kay Manliguez.
Yeah, but you miss a 4-on-2 fast break. You've got numbers. You've got bigger and better offensive guys on that set. Sayang.
Greg Slaughter sharing a short conversation there with Valenzuela's Micah Osita on the sideline. Of course, Slaughter is set to battle it out with the Zamboanga Masters Sardines later on at 8 o'clock p.m. There's si Pao Javelona, also awaiting the time of his game. Nila SV Batang Sampaloc SGA looking to secure home court advantage against Zamboanga, while Zamboanga, meanwhile, they're trying to lock in on that second spot in the South. Ubalde with 5 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of steals. Estacio, hesitation, double cross, wild pass to Escoto. The extra feed to Landayan, step to the side, three-pointer on the way, wala. Manliguez taps it to a teammate, that's Lakap. Manliguez, the lob to Santos. Santos could not handle the pass.
One of those few times that you expect to score with your best scorer on the floor in an open situation, transition play, and you muff it.
30-27, the Shoemasters still in the driver's seat. Evangelista waiting for something to develop here for Marikina. Estacio being aggressive, loses it to Ubalde. Ubalde trying to beat two guys. He's going to stay with Valenzuela.
But you love, the transition efforts of Valenzuela right now. Compared to how they started kanina, medyo mabagal ng konti. They trail by 3, but this is so much better than how they started.
Santos receives, lock up, down low to the baseline. Ubalde,
wow.
access denied by Ujan. Another block by our Adsar. The Shoemasters on the run. Ujan, drop pass. Estacio the score. No, offensive foul on Aaron Estacio.
Oh, wow. Well, those guys really just trying to be unselfish, but too unselfish for themselves. Sayang, ano?
What a sequence of events.
Oh, both ends, huh? Those blocks on Paolo, and that run the other way.
Ujan making that pass to Estacio. Where was the foul, though? Could not see from that angle.
Was not so clear, huh?
Meanwhile, on the other side, the Classic trying to trim this to just a point, maybe tie it, but Lakap called for steps.
And again, kung ang isang shooter ay gagawin mong dribbler, mas mahirap para sa kanya umiscore, which is exactly what they're doing right now. And so far, it's been working.
Lakap has had 2 threes in this game, 8 points is his total. Under a minute to play dito sa ating second quarter. Estacio asking for a flop from one of our referees. Ujan sets the screen, he slips it. Estacio looking for someone to pass to. He ends up with Adsar Ujan. Ujan able to put it in. 4 points in the game para kay Adsar Ujan, extending the Shoemasters lead back up to 5.
Well, if you're going to allow Adsar Ujan that claim on the baseline, it's going to take a lot of effort to stop him, because that guy is very powerful inside and is very forceful, and he can finish through contact.
Aside from the 2 baskets that he had, he's already pulled down 8 rebounds in this game. 33.9 seconds remaining in the first half. Adsar Ujan, 2 points so far para sa kanya, not 4, but he does have 8 rebounds and 4 blocked shots in this game, Coach Mike. Efforts on both ends of the floor para kay Adsar Ujan as we take a look at the Manila Batang Sampaloc.
That's going to be a very tight match later on in the nightcap.
Rivog Sang almost bounced it off his foot. 10-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lockup left momentarily open. That's all the space he needs.
And so far, that's been the best shot that's available for Valenzuela. A lock-up 3 coming off pin downs, curls, and cuts.
Now shot time for Marikina. Still a lot of time on the clock. Oh my goodness. But Estacio will go for the shot and bank it home. What a way to cap off the first half para dito sa Marikina.
And Marikina really just refusing to give anything at all para dito sa Valenzuela. Anything you do, we can also do on our end. As you see that shot by Estacio, what a shot.
Miraculous shot there by Aaron Estacio. Not sure if he intended to kiss it off the glass, but he'll take it, whether it was intentional or not. Aaron Estacio pushing this Marikina lead to 5, 35-30 at the end of 2. Our halftime score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX.
What a performance to close out the regular season.
Dito pa rin sa liga na tinututukan mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
They always wanted to push for more, and again, controllable. Kailangan yung game nila always at the highest level.
These guys are the ones na pinipilahan at inaantay ng mga fans.
Zamboanga will push. Access denied.
And the bazooka is feeling it. Pampanga, hindi sila bababa dito sa number 2 sa kanilang home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs.
Chris Lalata, who gives us a throwdown.
Jumper is good.
And just like any point guard, when you have a big man running with you, give it to him. Throw it down.
Corner pocket 3 is good.
Dikit pa dito sa South hindi pa sure ang home court advantage throughout the South Division playoffs for Quezon. Impayan, blocked by Santagon. Fuentes, yes!
That's it. We're going into overtime. Oh my goodness.
Ilang araw na lang at MPBL playoffs na, mga kaliga, na subaybayan nyo kung anong mga aksyon ang pwede nating makita sa darating na playoffs. Malapit na po yan. Welcome to the MPBL. For now, you are watching our second game between the Marikina Shoemasters and the Valenzuela Classics. Kasama ko ang assistant coach ng Valenzuela, assistant coach Jolly Alar. Coach, thank you so much for joining me. Last game na po ninyo today, and this season may mga ups and downs ang Val City. Pero ano bang masasabi mo sa naging effort ng buong team and management this season?
Well, malaki yung factor na naging supportive yung management namin, especially kay Kong Eri, kay Boss Walter Ora, no. Maganda naman yung tinakbo ng team ngayon compared sa last season. Fortunately, hindi lang kami pinalad, medyo kinapos kami sa playoffs. For sure naman, we're heading to the next season. No, ang gusto lang naman na mangyari namin ngayon is we end this season with graceful exit. Yun lang.
Narinig ko nga po, Coach Jolly, na marami na daw ang plano para sa next year. Pero sa ngayon, sino po ang gusto niyong batiin at pasalamatan?
Gusto lang namin pasalamatan, no, yung mga sumusuporta sa amin, the YPS Clothing Trading, Anytime Fitness, Accredited Wellness Paint Clinic, VA Cargo, Metroland Builders Corporation, at syempre, especially sa aming 2nd District Congressman Kong Eric Martinez, Dr. Kat Martinez, Uncle Sam Lato, yung Pabling Barbershop sa May Fatima. Binabati ko lang yung major sponsor namin na Dynacast, at syempre yung asawa ko, nanonood lagi yung family ko. At syempre sa lahat ng Valenzuelanos, keep supporting us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Jolly, and good luck sa inyong last regular game. Mga Kaligaw Pugales, pagbabalik ang MPBL.
At the half between the Marikina Shoemasters and the Valenzuela Classic, the score is 35-30 in favor of the Shoemasters. Marikina has kept the advantage against Valenzuela, but the Classic have actually been able to turn around things in the second quarter. Kaya lang Marikina has had an answer for every run that Valenzuela has gone on.
Yeah, and lalo na itong Marikina, you know, they started building on the field goal misses of Valenzuela early on and taking advantage of the turnovers that they forced. They were able to force 7 turnovers also, but they converted 11 of them into points. Rebounds carry advantage for Marikina. The bench points almost the same, but ang pinaka-surpresa talaga dito yung rebounds. You like to think mas malaki at mas malakas ang Valenzuela, pero it's Marikina actually getting it because of the long rebounds.
The length and athleticism as well as the timing for the Shoemasters, maybe even the youth, have been capitalized on by the Marikina Shoemasters in this game. Aaron Estacio capped off that first half with a magical 3-point shot off the glass to pin the lead back up at 5 for Marikina entering this third quarter. Leading scorers for the Shoemasters is Cotto, Estacio, Evangelista, and Codinera. On the other side, Lacap leads the way with 11. He has the basketball right now. Santos checks his feet. He's not behind the line. Lacap asking for it on the baseline. Instead, Dennis decides to go to Ugsang. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Valenzuela. Crossover, Manligues, pull-up, three-pointer, wala. Escoto forward to Casajeros. Casajeros primes himself up for that drive. Ugsang gets to it. There's a foul against Marikina.
Pero kita mo rin ang ploy ng Marikina. Oo, magpa-fast break tayo at magmimintis tayo. Kung magmimintis tayo, you know, i-bother natin yung makaka-rebound para walang takbo ng transition the other way.
Coach, aside from controlling the boards and also preventing the fast break points para dito sa Marikina, what does Valenzuela need to work on here in the second half to be able to turn things around?
Well, they got to continue making shots. Yung quarter where Lacap made those shots and Dennis Santos knocked down those shots as well is when they came back. And so, kailangan yun pa rin ang gagawin nila. Kasi kung babalik sila, nagmiminti sila ng mga tira, tatakbuhan lang sila nitong Marikina. And to your point, youth really on the side of Marikina.
But Mark Mantuano wanting to say something different about it. He's talking about making shots. He just made his first basket of the game. At Marikina does the same on the other side.
Siguro lacking in heft. Little bit on height pero never on effort. Itong mga bigs nitong Marikina, talagang laban kung laban din.
There have been different iterations of this Marikina Shoemasters squad throughout the years. Players have come and go. Stars have moved on to different teams and even to the PBA. But one thing's for sure, the identity has always been the same. And when I say identity, it's just like what you said, Coach. The effort and energy will always be there.
Yeah, and you know, you got to give credit to Coach Rizal also for continuing this, the foundation that Coach Elvis has built. It's a program that I think would work for Marikina, so you just got to build on it, and everybody else who comes in would have to come in, embrace, and execute that system for the Marikina Shoemasters.
And it was a challenge for Coach Rizal at the start, especially, you know, he was an assistant for so long.
Yes.
First time as a head coach, having to take charge of this program after Coach Elvis departed for South Cotabato. There were some struggles para sa kanya, but eventually, you know, he's been able to take things in stride and learn from it. And I'm sure things will only get better from here para kay Coach Rizal and Marikina.
And tingin ko yung pagiging assistant niya could have been an advantage also. Because normally assistants would have that closer tie with the players. And so him understanding, you know, the preferences, the, you know, different details about each of the players endeared him to some of the players. And so once he rose up to the head coach, I'm sure there wasn't so much challenge in leading these boys.
I totally agree. As we take a look at this last rebound play, Mark Mantuano is bouncing it off a Marikina player there. That's usually the case, no, Coach. Pag diretso kang naging head coach, medyo mas mahirap talaga to establish a relationship, especially off the court.
Correct.
With a lot of your players.
Correct.
Landayan leaking out. Excellent forward pass.
Right. And so yan ang magiging ploy talaga ng Marikina. You know, if you catch them napping on transition defense, go ahead and attack them.
Lock up onto the middle. Quick pass by Montuano to Ugsang. Back to Reeve. Ugsang could not finish, but he was clipped on the wrist by Adsar Udjan.
And even the strength and athleticism of Reeve Ugsang, he's been challenged, but look at this fast break play here. Really just leaking out in every opportunity.
Fast break of the game brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Surprisingly, though, Coach, the numbers tell us that it's 7-10 in terms of fast break points. But when I talk about the speed of the game, Marikina has always had control of it in terms of the pace.
Well, it's really because when they run out in the open, you know, nakaka-recover ng konti, ibahagya yung depensa ng Valenzuela, pero they're not stopping, uma-attack pa rin. It's really the secondary break, not the primary, that allows them to score. And so if that second, you know, set of defenders won't come in, then problema yan para sa Valenzuela.
A little bit of pressure being applied from the backcourt by Valenzuela, but Marikina gets it across. Landayan looking at his options. Crossover, pass fake, floater on the way. What about Jomir Landayan? He is exciting the fans here inside the Olivares College gym.
That was a beauty from the second dribble all the way to that make.
Manligues backs down, bounce pass. Reeve Ugsang's short jumper is money.
I will go out on a limb. Perimeter shooting and even threes is something that we haven't explored yet for Reeve Ugsang. He's got that touch.
But you know, since college, I've always seen that from him. Hindi lang talaga niya napapakita.
And I've seen some videos and tapes of Reeve Ugsang actually playing in mga Panalay gaming where he is doing ghost screens and hitting three-pointers and long twos. Look at this move.
The hesitation, the crossover, attacking, the pass fake, and the floater para kay Jomel Landayan. This free throw by Vitog is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Ang bawat isang bumantay doon kay Jomel Landayan, nalito, hindi alam kung anong gagawin niya at saan siya pupunta. No?
He kept everybody on their feet. Sancho Vitog could not hit on the second free throw. Ubalde back in the game for Valenzuela, scoring right away. 41-37.
And you like that quick attack by Paulo, not allowing that defense to set up. Oh, wow.
Charlesworth, unang pasok sa laro na to, also did not play in the first half, just like Sancho Vitog. CJ Charlesworth knocking down his first basket of the game.
That's really the primary reason why Charlesworth is in there, to knock down those threes. And so you got to make him work defensively.
Three-pointer number 7 of the game for Marikina. Answer from the perimeter galing dito kay Mark Montuano.
Pero hindi ka pwede makipagsagutan ng basta ganito lang. 2 points versus 3 points on a point per possession basis. You know, it's still advantage Marikina. Another 3 on its way. Wow.
Everybody is just hitting it from the outside here for Marikina.
And that was the first attempt of Vitog, and it's from outside, and he's stroking like he's always done it.
Ugsang almost the same spot. This time it's short. 47-39. The interception by Manligues. Manligues almost had it stolen. Saves it to Ubalde. Still a lot of time on their shot clock. Montuano, short stab with the left. No bounce. Rebound to Adsar Udjan.
And this Marikina Shoemasters really making Valenzuela bleed for their points.
Landayan loses it. Evangelista gathers. Landayan gets it back. Landayan, no. Counter run here by Valenzuela. Will Ubalde force it? Ubalde spins inside, passes to Montuano. It ends up with Ugsang. Valenzuela will slow down a bit. Rivera onto the roller. That's a Reeve Ugsang. Ugsang off the glass. Wala. Helter-skelter basketball between these two squads. Progress stopped there by Paulo Ubalde.
And Paulo knew he was under a lot of pressure to defend against a streaking Vitog. So once he got in, he really intended to foul him to stop that run.
Dennis Santos will check back in para kay Reeve Ugsang. Andre Armenion approaching the scorer's table. He will check in at the next dead ball. He has not played in this game.
You know, one thing about Valenzuela that I'd really love to see, as we see another 3 attempt here for Marikina, I would love to see Denny Santos get involved in a 2-man game, him being the screener and ghosting it instead of making that screen hit.
I agree, Coach. That would be a tough cover for the Marikina defense.
You pair him up with a guard that's really good, diba?
Ojan scoring inside para dito sa Marikina. It's really their effort and energy that has catapulted them past these Valenzuela Classic players in this game. Rivera, specialty of the house, why not?
And thankfully for Valenzuela, it's the other guys that's actually scoring for them. I mean, Dennis is a given, but Lakap, Rivera, you know, these guys are helping out huge for Valenzuela.
Landayan had Montuano switch out on him. Landayan short on the jumper. Enliguez in the middle. Santos on the right side. Dennis has Charlesworth on him. Enliguez swing to the side. Left wing 3. Rivera misses.
And that's the best shot that was available. A free 3 on a catch and shoot. Because everyone else was made to be a dribbler. And so the defense was able to recover.
You could see now, Coach, Valenzuela, medyo nakikipagsabay na sila sa pace nitong Marikina.
Right.
Vitog, strong drive. Had to double clutch. Was fouled there by the Valenzuela defense.
I like the energy that Vitog is giving Marikina right now. It's huge help off the bench. He normally would average about 8 minutes per game. Shoots 45% from the perimeter. And, you know, he's just been a big help here.
Vitog did play in their last game against the Quezon Huskers, but only scored a total of 2 points. Here in this game, Vitog already with 4 markers. And with his energy that he's giving Marikina off the bench, Coach Raisel Castro, I think, electing to put him in the game for longer minutes. Greg Zilla, Greg Slaughter looking very chill in that corner, waiting for their game against the Zamboanga Masters Sardines.
And they're back on that zone again.
Ubalde back to Armenion, bounce pass quickly to Montuano. Montuano carving out space against the double team.
Personally, I think Andre Armenion being on the floor allowed that pass inside to Montuano.
51-44. Vitog turns the corner. Vitog shuffle step.
Yeah.
Wild shot there by Sancho Vitog.
That one's stretching it a little bit. You know, he got everyone covered on that side of the floor. On a 1-2 jump stop, you really don't have any control once you're airborne.
Codinera, it's been a while since we've seen him in this game. He started for Marikina. Armenion leading the break. Armenion will walk. That's one too many steps. Lost control of that basketball as he attempted to make a pass to Gian Rivera.
Normally, Andre would be very efficient on that side of the floor. On a few, very rare and few times you'd see him turn it over.
It has really been a peculiar stretch of games for Andre Armenion. He wasn't like himself as well against Iloilo, his former squad. Evangelista hands it off to Escoto. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Escoto, he has been very hot in this game. That's his first attempt, I believe, since the first half. Ubalde goes inside. Nobody home para sa Marikina.
I'm telling you, Javi, it's Andre Armenion. Every time he brings the ball down the floor, he's serving, he's scoping, trying to find open guys. Done that with Paulo Ubalde as well.
Estacio settles for the outside shot. That's short. Armenion looking again. Pushing for Valenzuela. Leaves it for Rivera. Rivera bounce pass. No, that was a drop pass to Mark Montuano. Another strong finish for the former Bacoor City striker.
Oh, and how things have changed offensively since Andre came in.
That's offensive interference, I believe, on Codinera.
Yeah, he held on to that. I guess the net moved that rim.
Tingnan ulit natin yan. Here you see the shot of Estacio clearly. Codinera was the first hand on that net.
And this is what, a 6-0 run here by Valenzuela. Each and every one involving Andre Armenian.
Although he hasn't scored any points in this game, his mere presence, his playmaking, and the orchestration by Andre Armenian have given them this mini run. Armenian almost dragged his feet. Hubalde from the outside. Yes, sir. We are all tied up at 51.
You see that little difference on a pop on their step? You know, these guys are feeling good right now, speaking of Valenzuela.
Quick shot there by Codinera. No good. Evangelista almost got it, but Montuano was able to snatch it away. Hubalde still with it. Bumped hard there by Codinera. What about Paulo Hubalde? Bringing the energy here para sa Valenzuela.
One of the very few guards that we've seen that can actually get past that sideline pressure, lead the ball, and bring it back. You see that? Stays in control until that push.
And what's good about guards like Paulo Hubalde, you know, as he's dribbling that rock, he continues to move his head, look forward, assess the defense, look at his options, and that's why he's such a threat all the time.
Right.
Partida, I'm confident enough to say that he's already lost a step, but he's still so fast.
At saka malaking bagay rin yung pasok talaga ni Andre because it relieved a lot of pressure to bring the ball down on Paulo.
52 to 51. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds. Estacio still has it. Lost it to Armenian. Andre looks at the clock. Rivera, the heave. Rivera could not hit.
That looked good. That really looked good.
Nabitin lang ng konti yung bitaw, coach. What a third quarter for both squads. Let's check out our highlights of the game here, brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Coach, talk to us about that hysterical, wild, energetic third quarter.
I think that's going to be described by one stat line, and that's assists. Right now, there are +9 in assists, 19 versus 10. A lot of it because of Andre Armenian.
Gian Rivera having his moments, also setting up guys like Mark Montuano. Montuano, after only scoring a few points in the first half, now ends up with 8 after the third quarter. Paulo Hubalde with 13 para sa Valenzuela. Sa Marikina, medyo lumamig si Jetro Escoto. And now, Valenzuela up by 1 at the end of 3, 52 to 51. The score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fan of the game, just like the Avenus, do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki, the Avenus. Oras na para magmotor. That's Nick Demusis of the Rain or Shine Lasta Painters and Miss Riza Diaz here in the venue sa Olivares College in Parañaque City. Thank you so much for joining us here for our Saturday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Javi Palanya on the call together with Coach Mike Perez and Miss Sydney Crespo. This is the game between Valenzuela and Marikina. Quarter scoring on your screens, Coach. What a big third quarter that was para sa Valenzuela.
Huge turnaround, you know, 11, 19, and 22. And that little run in the latter part of the third quarter really allowed them to get this lead.
What has been the difference for Valenzuela compared to the first half here in the second half, Coach?
Well, again, it goes back to ball distribution, understanding where the defense is going to be late. And with this man right here really leading it up. And I feel ang switch ng tao-tao has really hurt Marikina more than it has helped them with that zone.
Montuano, again, trying to score from the post, this time against Marlon Basco.
And if you understand the game of Mark Montuano, when you're a defender, you cannot allow him to get that ball on that left side of the floor and just let him start dribbling going middle without any help early on. Because once he gets inside, may ka na. Just brute force in there.
As free throw brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Montuano currently with 9 points already after that free throw make to go with his 6 rebounds.
Oh, and yeah, and if you foul him, he's also a good free throw shooter. So that's tough.
You think Marikina should go back to that zone, coach?
I think so too. Start challenging those shots from the outside. That's what's worked for you. And kung papasa man yung mga guardia nila, at least medyo masikip. And you hope that, you know, they continue missing and so that you get your runs the other way.
And offensively, coach, what has changed here for the Shoemasters?
Well, the energy that they're getting from the defense is not there. And so it affects them offensively. They fed off the misses of Valenzuela, allowed them to be free on open floor. And so long as Valenzuela makes those shots, it's going to be dribbling the ball down court and having to contend with the setup defense of Valenzuela.
Mabigat asking for it and gets it on top against Armenion. Screen set by Basco. Mabigat crossover to the left. The fake fall away jumper. Tough shot make by Mel Mabigat.
Agree. That was a tough shot. You don't get any advantage if you have Mark Montuano involved in a two-man game. You don't have any advantage because he's quick to his feet and also strong. Kaya mahirap yung tira na yun ni Mel Mabigat.
4 points in the game para kay Mel Mabigat, the former Valenzuela Classic player. Montuano faces up against Basco. Montuano again will attack right. Goes left. The block by Adzar Ujan. That's what, 5 blocks already in the game for Adzar?
Yep. And then, tsaka, mabigat doon. It's a help on the low side. This time around, hindi pinayagan. You see Ujan moving from the low, weak side of the floor to help on that drop step by Mark.
Sky definitely the limit para dito kay Adzar Ujan. 7 total blocks para sa Marikina in this game. 5 coming from that man with the rock, Adzar Ujan.
Yeah. Good thing by Rivera, immediately locating Estacio, not allowing that pass because he knows that's going to end up in a run.
Jome Landayan with a basketball. Screen set by Ujan. Basco, no hesitation. That's off to the left side. Ubalde looks up forward. Montuano. Ubalde was cutting to the middle. He had Estacio on him, but Valenzuela elects to take their time here. Armenion sees an opening, lays it in with the right.
And they like that solo side on the floor. Solo side is where you have your big end guard working on it. And little seal screen right there offered by Mark for the driving Andre.
56-53. Aaron Estacio getting a little bit too excited on that attack, called for the walk. Check out this play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. Coach, you mentioned Andre Armenion has been the catalyst in this takeover for Valenzuela.
You mentioned earlier that he hasn't scored any yet, but he's contributed a lot. This time around, he says, I can score too.
We'll take this opportunity to greet Sir Jordan and Claire Ora, Sir Bot Chavez from Iloilo. That's coming from Sir Voltaire Ora of Valenzuela. Happy viewing to you all, and happy viewing to everybody watching from MPTV Channel 98 on Signal, Satellite Channel 53, the Pilipinas Live app, as well as on our Facebook and YouTube channels. That's another block for Marikina, but Rivog Sang gathers the basketball, goes up for the 2 points. Classic continuing to put more cushion on their advantage here. 58-53 now. Mabigat pulls back between the legs. Ujan, right hand finish, no good. Mabigat the offensive rebound. Shot clock did not reset. Mabigat could not get the bounce. Evangelista is there for the tip-in.
And again, the important thing is to stay the course. Keep this game close if you're Marikina, and give yourselves a chance to end up with a win.
Mabigat gives up the foul. This was the last play. Nobody boxing out Gama Evangelista at 7 points, 3 rebounds in the game for Evangelista. Hubalde, quick move to the left. That's definitely a push on Mabigat.
Tsaka mahirap kay Paolo once he does that low rip. Kailangan abangan mo na yun sa kaliwang side because he's gonna take that side of the floor.
There you see Coach Raisel Castro. on the sidelines for the Marikina Shoemasters. First-time head coach this season, taking over from Coach Elvis Tolentino. Armenion triggers in from the baseline. Lakap able to get some space against Escoto but could not finish.
Gotta take it.
Santos from downtown, too strong. A tap goes to Landayan. Forward, gets it back. Jome Landayan changing hands in midair, scoring the deuce.
That's where the pressure has been on the Valenzuela team. Marikina, when they push, there's a lot of pressure defensively against Valenzuela.
Isa na lang ang lamang dito ng Valenzuela. Ubalde taking his time against a smaller Landayan. Evangelista comes over to help. A little late on the closeout to Santos. Takes advantage of it.
Wow.
Ugsang right there for the offensive board. Reeve will be fouled and will take 2 free throws.
That's right.
This is a fast break of the game brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. That's Jome Landayan, the firecracker, the Marikina Shoemasters, scoring on the break anew.
And that's where the youth is really an advantage for Marikina. Open floor, running the lanes against Paulo Hubalde. You know, much as we respect the guy, these guys are so much faster than him right now at this age.
Ugsang missing on the first free throw. Second one is good. He's now in double figures with 10 points. Sancho Vitog coming in here at the 6-minute and 3-second mark of the fourth quarter para sa Marikina.
They're going to try and give Dennis some rest and hopefully bring him in probably in the 4 and the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
And off to Escoto. Jetro to Evangelista.
Oh, wow.
Gama pulls up. That one's long. Vitog skying high for that board. Could not hit from point blank range. Hubalde looking up, pushing the envelope here. Lakap puts it up and in. Marikina quickly on the other side. They have numbers. Escoto, access denied by Armenion.
Again. It's double A that's working here. That energy that he's giving. Andre Armenion. You like this fast break, led up by Paulo Ubalde. The other lefty finishing it off. And then Marikina wanted to go on a run, but Andre was there to stop that attack.
Just the battery they needed. Talking about Andre Armenion para dito sa Valenzuela. 61-57 is the count. 5 minutes and 30 still to play in this game. This fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin. Say hello to the camera, miss. You are on national television. Welcome you back to the Olivares College Gym here in Parañaque City. This is the second game of our Saturday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Punta muna tayo sa ating courtside reporter na si Miss Sydney Crespo.
Yes, Javi. Marikina's leading scorer at the half, Jetro Escoto, was able to tally 14 points in the first half. Yan ay dahil daw masaya at thankful lang siya sa larong ito. On his first season sa MPBL, he is thankful sa opportunity na matuto sa kanyang mga kuya. Kuya Mel, Kuya Marlon Basco. Kwento niya, madalas silang magkakasama ni Mel at nagkukulitan dahil parehas daw sila ng sense of humor. Nakakatulong rin daw ito sa kumpiyansa ni Jetro, lalo na sa kanyang rookie year. At kahit na marami silang kalokohan off the court, meron silang open communication at transparency kung trabaho ang pag-uusapan. Sa ngayon, ang laki ng ngiti ni Jetro kanina sa halftime at sana raw ay magtuloy-tuloy pa ang karir niya dito sa MPBL. Back to you guys.
Sydney, I would have loved to cut you off on that report. We just missed that dunk by Reeve Ugsang, electrifying slam. But thank you for that report, Sid. Well, Jetro Escoto, he has struggled here in the second half after scoring those 14 points, but he has had an impressive rookie year here in the MPBL. Landayan scoring from the outside there, pulling Marikina to within a point again.
Yeah, and with that story, You know, you like three things right there. It's joy, gratitude, and mentors in his kuyas. And you know, not everybody has that, and Escoto is really just embracing these gifts that he's getting playing the game of basketball here in the MPBL.
Umpisa pa lang, coach, iba na talaga yung body language nito ni Jetro Escoto.
Yeah.
You really felt like he would have a great game.
Yeah.
Just his aura was emulating that kind of energy. And that's exactly what happened. But here in the second half, he hasn't been able to unload a lot of points para sa Marikina.
Well, he cooled down a little bit, and so you gotta start him heating up again if you're Marikina. You're still in a good spot. This is just a 2-point game.
Obalde at the line. 1 out of 2. Ugsang again with the offensive rebound. That is the 9th board of the game para dito kay Reeve Ugsang. A lot of those coming off the offensive glass. Ugsang has had 3 offensive rebounds in this game. He's 2 out of 4 from the free throw line.
1 rebound away from a double-double.
Ugsang continues to contribute here para sa Valenzuela. There you see Coach Louis Alas with, I believe, granddaughter niya yan.
Yeah, I think.
Of course, the head coach of the Zamboanga Master Sardines. They will be facing the Manila SV Batang Sampaloc SGA right after this matchup between Valenzuela and Marikina. 4 minutes and change remaining in this game. 4 rin ang lamang ng Valenzuela. Udjan against a much heftier Mark Montuano. Udjan trying to lose Montuano. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Vitug knocks down that jumper.
How about Vitug coming off the bench? Pressure-packed shot on a close game.
7 points in just over 8 minutes of gameplay in this game para kay Sancho Vitug. Lock up with the rock. Lefty to lefty against Escoto. Lock up could not hit from downtown. Udjan, siya na rin ang nagbaba dito para sa Marikina. Udjan has 15 rebounds in this game to go with his 5 blocks and 6 points. Escoto, head and shoulder fake, blocked again by Lakap. Escoto gets it back. Landayan, few feet away from the 3-point line. That's short. Ugsang will bring it into their front court.
Gotta give it to Andre.
Armenion gets it, gives it up to Hubalde. Montuano wants it.
Mismatch.
Double coming from Escoto. Evangelista bothers that shot. Udjan with another board.
Oh, wow.
Lakap gets in the way of that pass. Lakap goes to the left, forces the issue. Ugsang could not get to it, but it will stay with Valenzuela. Last touch on Marikina.
I say Lakap would have been better off with an elbow jumper right there. Didn't have to bring that ball inside the shaded area. You know the bigs are right there waiting for you. Sometimes you got to make those decisions.
Reeve Ugsang, double-double already in this game. 14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 out of 8 from the field. Another impressive performance coming from Reeve Ugsang.
Pero it's the non-stats din na binibigay ni Reeve Ugsang. Yung mga little box out sa loob, yung labanan in the paint, stretch deflections. Oh, wow!
Ugsang, the lob! Ooh, hoo, hoo. What a play coming from Valenzuela. And again, who did that pass come from, Coach?
Yeah, that's Andre Arminion. Man. Andre Arminion's gonna get a treat later on from Reeve.
Look at this nifty pass coming from Andre Armenion. Eye in the sky play para sa Valenzuela Classic. 68-64. Three-pointer from Escoto is no good. Pobalde clears it para sa Valenzuela. Armenion has the basketball. Eye to eye with Jomel Landayan. Montuano at the middle. Pobalde on the left side. We now enter the final 2 minutes of this one. Brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX. Montuano bothered by a lot of threes inside. Crucial stop here by Marikina. Ujan, the secondary big. Ujan blocked by Ugsang. Reeve Ugsang putting in all the effort here in the fourth quarter. He's doing everything.
Yeah, and everything that you asked for from Reeve is actually given. Even the things that you don't ask of him, binigay pa rin niya.
He's leaving it all on the floor here on both ends of the floor. Ugsang now with 2 blocked shots in this game. 16 points as well as 10 rebounds for Reeve Ugsang. A minute and 32 to go in this game. Will Valenzuela end their season with a victory? Pobalde taking his time against Landayan. Kick out, Montuano, he can hit that. Montuano could not knock it down. Estacio, quick attack on the baseline. Spin back to the middle. Estacio met by the defense of Montuano. Ujan was wide open. Challenged by Ugsang was Jomel Landayan. It will stay with Marikina. Clearly, last touch on Mark Montuano. Dalaman Ligas is writhing in pain on the floor. This is certainly not good news para sa Valenzuela, especially because this is already their last game of the season. But good to see him standing up on his own here. Looks like he's just trying to shake it off. That pain on the left foot. After the review by our game officials, they decide that it is last touch on Valenzuela. Marikina will keep them basketball. There is a timeout by the Shoemasters. A minute and 4 seconds to go. We'll take a short break. Paulo Balde with 14 points, 10 rebounds as well as 4 assists. The Aquaman also putting in the work for the Valenzuela Classic in their very last game of the season after missing out on their matchup against the Iloilo United Royals in their last game.
Andre Armenion coming in because that defense relaxed off of him, and so it enabled him to create off ball, to score, and to assist as well.
Armenion only came in during the third quarter of this game, Coach, but his impact has been tremendous para dito sa Valenzuela. You mentioned earlier, he's the AA battery that they've needed. Estacio stretches, blocked by the defense. Armenion will slow things down. Game management time para dito sa Valenzuela Classic. Time is definitely on their side. Aldrin Morante shouting instructions from the sideline for Valenzuela.
They want to
9
clear
seconds on the 24. Pobalde loses Estacio. Ugsang adjusts. Could not get it to go. Ujan forward to Escoto. Escoto will pull up for 3. Good line, just too strong.
Yeah, and that would have been big if that had gone in.
And Dayan picks up the foul there. He was asking for an offensive foul. Laban dito kay Andre Armenion.
And much as we talk about the speed of the youth and the young guards of itong Marikina, they had no answer for this man right here, AA Andre Armenion.
Marikina already in the penalty. That's why Armenion is at the free throw line. And these free throws may ice the game para sa Valenzuela Classic. 22.3 seconds to go sa ating laro. A second game of our Saturday triple header. John with a rebound. He has had 21 rebounds in this game. Landain, no looks to Evangelista.
Wow.
Even that one was blocked. The follow-up made by Gama to trim the lead down to 3 points, 10.6 seconds. The door still slightly ajar para sa Marikina.
That is right. And Andre Armenion and Rivog Sang have taken it for themselves. Reeves tried to play defense right here, but good recovery by Gama to put it back and stick it in.
And you can't stop sticking to your man if you're Valenzuela when you're going up against these Shoemasters. We'll stay on the air here. Let's listen in to Coach Aldrin Morante.
Andre, ikaw to. Andre, Paulo.
Pag wala kang magpasama, 5 seconds ka na lang ha.
Dennis, Mamon, Rib. Okay. Ganun same lang. Out. Pero wala ito ha. Ito, dito tayo ha.
Sila ko.
Ito, Paulo, ikaw na to. Ito na si Dennis. Ikaw mo si Rib.
Mamon yan.
Ito ha. Pare, meet the ball ha. Meet the ball.
All right, you just heard the huddle of the Valenzuela Classic. All they need to do, coach, here is to inbound it safely.
Yeah. Easier said than done, but you got to do it.
Timeout each remaining for these two squads, Marikina and Valenzuela. Armenion, the designated inbounder para sa Classic.
Ooh!
Dangerous pass picked up by Ujan. Ujan stretches, that's short. Ubalde with a rebound. 4.2 seconds. He will go to the line. Paulo Ubalde.
Wow.
That was exactly what they wanted, Coach.
Right.
A steal and not a lot of time chipped off the clock. The advantage to go and finish on the fast break, but great effort by Montuano to not give up defensively and for Ubalde to also trail the play and get that rebound.
Right. One thing was clear, they didn't want Paulo to receive that ball. Instead, they waited for that flash pressure release with Mark showing and Ajar with his length able to tip it. Unfortunately, didn't make it the other way.
Ubalde, a 62.2% free throw shooter, knocking down the first. There you see the Zamboanga Masters Sardines as they try to zero in on the number 2 slot in the Southern Division playoffs. 2 for 2 para kay Paulo Ubalde. 4.2 seconds to go. Marikina will burn its last time out. 71-66. Do you go for the 3 if you're Coach Raisel Castro?
Yeah, no choice. You got to go for the 3. And I don't think Valenzuela is even going to do so much. They'll just try provide token defense against a 3 and just let it fly. You're up 5.
Mas delikado pa kung fumaul ang
Pumaul ka
Valenzuela.
pa, right? Oh.
Coach Raisel Castro and the Marikina Shoemasters still have one more game left after this tussle against Valenzuela. They will be going up against the Rizal Golden Coolers in a very important game for Coach Ralph Rivera and company as they try to secure their spot in the Northern Division playoffs at number 8. There you see Boss Emer Oreta and Boss Rudy Distrito. The destroyer turned the peacemaker. And there you see Nick Demuses of the Rainer Sign Lasto Painters and Miss Riza Diaz. A lovely couple present here at the Olivares College Gym in Parañaque City. Neutral grounds for our Saturday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. 71-66, 4.2 seconds. Escoto looking. Sees Charlesworth. Charlesworth, quick trigger. Air ball. That's going to do it. 9 seconds still remaining, but obviously this is going Valenzuela's way. What a turnaround para dito sa Classic. Just when you thought Marikina had control of the entire game.
Yeah, but you gotta tip your hats off para dito sa Marikina. They did a good job. Started out the game real strong with the right strategy. Actually, even in the third quarter, it was back and forth between these two until, you know, Andre Armenion just came in and took control of this game, and the other guys just responded.
He just changed the complexion of this ball game. Talking about Andre Armenion, and count that with a lot of the efforts of the other guys, Rivog Sang, Mark Mantuano, Paulo Hubalde, and even Daryl Manliguez, who did not score but had 4 rebounds and 8 points. But Coach, our best player of the game brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro, you gave it to Rivog Sang.
Yeah, because, you know, the non-stat things that he's provided, coupled that with his production in this game, really brought them to where they are right now on this win.
A great total team effort para dito sa Valenzuela Classic. Our score at the end of this game, 71-66. Our final score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX. Our Daily Fantasy best player of the game is with Miss Sydney Crespo.
Yes, Javi, I am with Valenzuela's last best player of the game this season, Riv Ugzang, with 16 points, 11 rebounds. Riv, congratulations. Ang dami mong itinulong sa last game ng Val City. Offense, defense, body language, and a dunk. Gaano ka kasaya to end this season with a win? At may kasama pang unang best player award this season.
O nga, una nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord na binigyan niya akong lakas na makalaro. Tsaka team effort naman yun eh. Pasalamat ako kay Coach Aldrin, sa teammate namin na guhard pa rin kahit lamang yung kalaban. Tsaka yun.
Reeve, speaking of, no, kasama mo as top scorers ang iyong teammates. Paulo, 14 points. Carl had 13. Mark has 11 rebounds as well. Anong masabi mo sa mga kapwa mo veterans dito sa team na to?
Grabe, saludo ako sa mga veterano namin. Sila Kuya Pao, sila Mark, yung iba sila Andre, palaging nag-assist sa amin. Tsaka magaling sila, nag-ano talaga. Yun.
Reeve, sino gusto mong mabatiin at pasalamatan para sa season na ito?
Binabati ko pala yung wife ko, nasa Toledo, Cebu, mga anak namin. Si Margo tsaka si Riz, yung Vice Mayor namin sa Toledo, si Vice Mayor Jay Sigi. Tsaka sa Dynacast, YPS Clothing Trading, Anytime Fitness, Accredited Wellness and Pain, VA Cargo, Metro Builders Corporation. At saka special thanks to Valenzuela, 2nd District Congressman Eric Martinez, Dr. Kat Martinez, Uncle Sam, Samson Lato, Pablings Barbershop, tsaka si Claire, tsaka si Jordan, what's up? Tsaka si Dexter, tsaka si LJ.
Thank you so much at congratulations pa rin sa season na ito, Riv Ugzang, our best player of the game, brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Sid. Congratulations to Rivog Sang and the Valenzuela Classic for wrapping up their season with a victory. Congratulations on a much improved campaign this year to Congressman Eric Martinez and company. Thank you so much for joining us for the second game of our Saturday triple header. Up next, we still have our main event. The Manila SV Batang Sampaloc SGA will be facing the Zamboanga Masters Sardines. If our first 2 games were non-betting, this one is definitely gonna have heavy implications for both squads. So stick with us here at the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.